Hey, what is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele, coming to you live on this weekend night. Feeling all right, out of sight, you might even say. And we've got a lot. I mean, a lot to be excited about, to be pumped up about, to be encouraged by. And we are going to get to all of those things, all that and more. Got a great, fantastic show lined up for you guys. It is awesome to see each and every one of you here tonight. If you've seen a lot of familiar names, some community members in the chat, some new folks as well. Welcome to those new folks too. Who do we got up in the chat? We've got Zombie Doge Army. We've got 7-1. We've got Hector the Dude. We got Zero Fox, Tony C, Anthony Grant, Low Roller, Scratcher, Richard Powell, Terry Reed, Nurse Terry Reed, good to see you starting things off with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Terry Reed. Appreciate you so much. She says, it's been a rough week. Let's change the DOGEMentum and let's get the party started. Well, that's why I'm here, folks. We are going to get the party started. No doubt about it. Believe it. Can you dig it? Yes, we have the DOGEMentum with us, and we have so much to be excited about. Darthman, welcome. Stormer144, welcome. Steve Ravas, Slay Blaze, Steve Murdoch, Hector the Dude, me and you, Tuco E, Josh Randall disavows. Erectile Reptile, and the list goes on, Guys, before we get this show started, if I could ask you to smash that like button. It takes a split second of your time. It doesn't cost you a dime. It's the number one thing you can do to help a new, rapidly emerging channel and community like this reach up into those tricky YouTube algorithms. I want you to smash that like button like you'd smash your childhood celebrity crush. And for those of you who are new here, you are watching Steven Steele Live. I am Steven Steele. Welcome. Join our awesome community. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit all on that notification bell because you never want to miss the live parties like we have here on our ascendage to the moon, to Mars, and beyond. Believe it. Also, memberships are now available in 3 different tiers. How do I become a member? How do I unlock the exclusive membership features? It's simple, my friends. All you got to do is click the link at the top of the chat. And if anyone feels compelled to super chat throughout the night, feel free to ask either myself or my co-host, Dogecoin millionaire Nick Ballz, any questions, comments you'd like. Obviously, those are highly appreciated for all the time and efforts put in. Speaking of which, Tuco, thank you for that $5 super chat, Tuco. Tuco is fine, aka Patrick on Twitter, so you know who I am. Patrick, okay, it's good to put the Twitter profile with the YouTube one, so got it, Tuco, and thank you for your continued support of the show. I always appreciate you tuning in, my friend. At this time, I would like to bring in a man that needs very little to no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He's a man that's had the foresight since 2014. He risked it on the biscuit, took out a loan for $15K from the bank, and put almost all of it in the dog money. It's Dogecoin millionaire Nick Ballz. How you doing, Nick?
Hey, what is up, Steven?
What's going on?
Oh my God, what a day.
Yeah, what a day.
Dude, we needed it too, man. For those that don't know, I had a rough night last night. I didn't sleep very much. I was still kind of torn up with all the drama in the community, and today came and perked me back up.
Yeah. There's a lot to be excited about. This is awesome news. Everything that's been transpiring today, such a great energy going on, and we're going to get to all the reasons why. All the reasons why we have to be optimistic, and what the things that have not only transpired today, but the things we have to look forward to in the very near future, and not just a speculative future. These are things that we know for sure that are transpiring in the near future. We're going to go over all of those things tonight, and so, yeah, Nick, although this is obviously all great news. It's not entirely surprising, though, is it? This is another reason why guys like you and I, we come on here night after night, hammering it out with a lot of Doge-centric content, because we, although this is great to see, it's not entirely surprising, is it?
It really isn't, Stephen. And you know what? Even if you look at things just from the technical analysis standpoint, right where this makes me think, it makes me think about what's going on, because right where we hit, if you look on, like, let's say our lowest point was like about 16.9 or 16.8. That was like a pinch point, or what they sometimes refer to as a double bottom. So the price was either going to get severely rejected from there, or something like this was going to happen. So it was kind of inevitable, and boy did it. I think Dogecoin today rose the entire crypto market. Even Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin today, right now, at least.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, before we continue the show, if I could just ask you a small favor, those of you who are on Twitter, if you would just consider retweeting this live stream so that your fellow community members know that we are so, and that we can reach some more people and keep building this Dogementum and building this channel, building this community, building this party. That would be awesome. I'm going to put a link to that tweet in the chat. So if those of you are on Twitter, if you would consider retweeting it, it always is a big help. But really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. So back to what you were saying, Nick. And there. So okay, let's get to the obvious, right? So absolutely. As far as like Twitter moves, right, go from coming out of Elon in relation to Dogecoin, probably the most epic boss move we've seen so far. Wouldn't you agree?
I would completely agree. And this one actually came from our mutual friend, Sir Doge of the Coin. Of course, he is the emperor of memes, really. He created that picture that Elon used today.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? We should message him right now and ask him if he's around, even if he's a little bit sloshed. Ask him if he wants to check in with us on the show.
I think I read a tweet from him saying that he was going out tonight to celebrate, but I don't remember if that was last night or tonight. Yeah, you should. Yeah.
I'm just going to mess him real quick. I'm just saying, hey, would you like to pop on the show with Nick and I? Okay, let's see if he gets it, and we'll see, guys. But Zombie Doge Army retweeting. See, I'm seeing those retweets come in right now. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
You know who retweeted, actually?
Who?
Well, they retweeted me. My retweet of the show.
Yeah.
It's all risky.
Awesome. It's All Risky. That is great. We love It's All Risky here. It's All Risky, a fan of the show, a regular viewer of the show, and just a big supporter. So it's always so awesome to have
a funny meme contributor as well.
Big time meme contributor to the community. So It's All Risky. Thank you so much. And if you're watching right now, you likely probably are. Thank you. Always appreciate your support, and I know It's All Risky. Who's often snoops around and makes little cameos in the chats here and there.
Yeah.
I definitely know what Risky was watching last night. Was chiming in here and there with my talk with Ross. Para. Diddle. Okay. Thank you for the super sticker with the nodding Shiba. Thank you so much for that for $4.99. Appreciate you. So yes, I finally changed my profile pic. You guys, because I am okay. Just to be completely honest with you, I put so much time into the show. I put so much time into this content, and building content and everything that it goes into it. That my sleep schedule is so random right now. I usually sleep in like
confirm people.
Yeah, it's so random. I would say I sleep in 2 3-hour two different like 3-hour shifts, kind of randomly, and it's never been more unconventional. So I actually was sleeping through all the Elon stuff, all the sunglasses, the changing of the bio. We'll get to all that.
Man.
So I slept through all that, and then I woke up to all of it, and that's why, Nick, when you told me that Sir Doge of the coin is the one that created the Elon sunglasses thing, Doge sunglasses thing, I didn't even know that yet. I didn't even know that Sir Doge of the coin was responsible for that. So I'm still kind of catching up to some of the news of the day, and we're gonna do it all together. And that's in part why I have my co-host Nick Ballz here with me. So Nick, getting to it, Sir Doge of the coin makes this this meme, which is Elon's new Twitter profile. This is very epic. This is a super epic procedure from a community member that's very close to the show, both you and I. And we just had him on here just last week for the first time. Just a lot of fantasticness going on, and then last night we had Ross Nickel on, and Nick took the well-deserved night off. We had Lil Lettuce on, a.k.a. Doge Lettuce. It was her first time. She was super nervous, you guys, but she was excited, and the crowd was great to her, and we're definitely going to have Lil Lettuce back. But we had Ross Nickel on, who has been communicating with Elon Musk firsthand, back and forth on Twitter, recently about optimizing Dogecoin development. So, we are literally 1 degree of separation between Elon Musk and this show. It's just interesting. Go ahead.
I heard the chat about the Doge one, the clip that you brought out today, but the show wasn't up yet this morning, the full show, so I wasn't able to check it out. But I just wanted to ask you, were there any, other than the Doge one coverage, was there any little tidbits, anything you pulled out of that conversation? Yeah,
I actually put a video up, isolated of our conversation within that podcast of us specifically talking about the Doge 1 mission. And it's, you guys, this is very exciting because Ross Nickel and I last night, we had gotten into part of our conversation, ended up going into the Doge 1 mission, what it exactly is, what we know about it, what we don't. Excuse me. And Ross and I were actually expressing some skepticism over the project because there seems to be a lot more questions than there were answers. The company Geometric Energy Corporation seems, I don't want to say they're dubious by any means, but it just seems to be a lot of vagueness going on there. So since then, Sam, the CEO of Geometric Energy Corporation, reached out and wants to come on the podcast to explain the project more in depth. We're gonna schedule with the CEO of the Geometric Energy Corporation, who is leading up the Doge 1 mission, on with Ross Nickel and myself, and so that should be a very, very interesting conversation. So, it's interesting how these conversations on this podcast are now immediately leading to, real significant communication bridges, really, to help us further understand what's going on and to just shed more light on things. So look for that. I'm going to announce a date on that. I'm still working that out. We're going to have Samuel, who is the CEO of Geometric Energy Corporation, leading up the Doge 1 mission, on with Ross Nickel and myself. And also, I will be the special guest on Ross Nickel's live stream on his Twitch on August 1st. So make sure, stay tuned about that. I'll keep you guys posted on where to find that. Somebody keeps doing this. So
hey, look at it like this. You're getting some of your money back.
I get some of my money back. So yeah. I thank you.
$5 increments.
Thank you, Upshot. Upshot is giving me my the part of the $400 that I lost in Upcoin back to me. So this is, I think, the second or third donation, $5 donation. So I have $15 of that $400 paid back from Upshot. Thank you, Upshot. I will take the reimbursement in $5 increments back from you. You know what would be really extra wild and funny is if that was actually Upshot.
I'd like it.
I know.
385 to go.
If that was actually him, just slowly paying me back and just lurking on the channel.
That'd be awesome.
Yes. Yeah. RW says, yes, huge news. Yes, guys. Yes. Guys,
I actually have some huge news, Steven.
By all means, go share it, please.
I figure I don't see a lot of people talking about this. I've seen a couple, but not very many. So for those listening, this is kind of an interesting time. This upcoming next week or so is going to be very crucial. So Monday marks 69 days since Elon first posted if Tesla should accept Dogecoin. So it'll be 69 days come Monday. Now, why is that significant? Well, one, it's 69 days, which is typically funny for Tesla or Elon to do something like that. But also, the following Monday is Tesla's earnings report, which we keep talking about. If they have Doge on their books at Tesla, we will find out in a week from Monday. So these are all very significant events. All these things might be playing out, and the market might be reacting accordingly right now, which this run-up we're seeing right now could be just the start of what a few other people, I've been talking to some other prominent YouTubers, I think you know who, and a lot of people think this is the beginning of what was we had an abbreviated bull run. This bull run is just getting started, and this might be the catalyst to set it off.
Yeah, this might be the catalyst to set it off. Really, really well stated there, Nick. So getting to that, right? I have spoke in, and as well as a few others in the Doge scene that make content of a possibility anyway of moving into a crypto winter. And Ross Nickel was speaking about it last night as well. And the only reason why I mention this as a possibility, because I do think it's a possibility. I will say I think it's a lower possibility, maybe like a 30% possibility if I had to put a number on it. But nevertheless, I do think it's responsible for me to at least mention it as one for my audience. That being said, I put a tweet out about this earlier about I think it's important to, if you get too discouraged, when you look at the totality of the cycle of not just Dogecoin, but of cryptocurrency, it moves and it breathes with some real ebb and flows, like real big ebb and flows. But the good news is when the bull runs come back up, they are more vibrant, vivacious, and just rocketeering more than defying most any even analysts' expectations when it does happen, right? So this is a game of patience, right? If there wasn't things like patience and tenacity involved, everybody would be millionaires, right? But as you well know, Nick, more than anybody, could you maybe extrapolate on that?
Yeah, so I mean, we've seen these cycles. Well, I've seen these cycles play out for years and years now.
Yes.
I chose not to participate in it for 7 years. And, this is typical of the crypto market where every 2 to 3 years we'll have this big bull run and then everything will go right back down to where, kind of around where it was when it started. And this is not what we're seeing in this cycle. This cycle is so weird, Steven. The price action is weird. The market is weird. Everything is weird. If crypto winter was set in, the market would be already way down. The whole market, everything would be back, way down.
Right.
We're in this weird limbo zone right now where things could pop back off again. And, we could see a massive second spike, or it could just continue to go sideways for 2 years. It's just kind of, it's hard to quantify at the moment because so much stuff is going on. Not just, we look at Doge and we think, oh, the world is only Doge. It's the whole crypto landscape as a whole. I mean, everything that's gone on with China, the miners moving their equipment over to different countries, global hash rates being in ebb and flow. It's just a very odd time for crypto right now. But I think that I have a distinct feeling that things are brewing towards the upside. And I think, like I had said it for, I don't know, a month and a half before, but July was going to be a instrumental month for crypto as a whole. And part of that is the Tesla earnings report, and part of that is to see if we are going to break out one way or the other. And that, today might be the start of that breakout.
Yeah, I have that feeling too that there at least is an okay probability of today being the spark of that breakout. And we could be seeing this as the first opening of a new chapter in the ascendance of Dogecoin. And, obviously what we experienced a couple months ago, just watching Doge apex to a little bit over 70 cents for as brief of a period as that was. We experienced a core correction and then some, and there were several factors that went into that course correction, and I do not discounting the role that Barry still had on that, because I think he really did. But my point is, even at that, Barry cannot stop the DOGEMENTUM at this point. It's too late. It's too late to stop the DOGEMENTUM, guys. Doge is a top 10 cryptocurrency, and it's not going off that top 10 list. What do you say, Nick?
I would agree. And, part of it too, Stephen, is the fact that, I mentioned this the other night with Miles, but I truly believe that the mass adoption of being or allowing the general public to more easily purchase all cryptocurrencies, not just Doge, but like going through PayPal, you're able to buy Bitcoin now. There's so many easy ways for the average Joe to get a hold of crypto.
Yes,
it has almost solidified where we are. So at the very least, we're kind of in this holding pattern, and no one wants to make a move one way or the other. Shorts don't want to short too far down because they know that now too many people know about this. Like the cat's out of the bag. And, if you short, we talk about price manipulation, Barry Silbert, all that nonsense. But they can only short to such an extent where they're putting their own money at risk because there's enough people now who know, okay, I'm going to make a move here and buy in low and just sit on it. And, with enough people, with enough power, you do that for long enough. I mean, eventually you're going to see some new highs being made because you're going to have to, eventually those shorts will get covered.
Yeah, really well stated there. Really well stated. Why don't we turn our attention for a little bit to Elon's Twitter profile today? A couple epic moves, power plays made there. First and foremost, as we previously mentioned, the Doge shades. So the Doge shade phenomenon, we can credit to Sir Doge of the coin safely at this point, right?
Yeah, there was so Sir Doge of the coin created that meme, I guess you would call it. I just say it's like a picture edit. And then, are you familiar with Kale, the girl?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yep, I know who Kale is. Yeah,
her cousin, I think his name's Matt. I think he made a Snapchat filter so that anybody can put those shades on. It's like a
Oh, really?
tracks your face or whatever. Yeah. So a bunch of people started using that to edit their own. Somebody made a picture for me. I changed my profile as well. Somebody came out with like the PNG, so you can just add them onto your own picture. But yeah, I think the laser eyes are gone. I think it's Doge shades from now on.
Yeah, I think the era. I think it's safe to say I'm ready to move on from the era of laser eyes into the era of Doge shades, even into the era of aviators. You know, period. I just always the aviators is always like a super classic look, and here Elon is. It's the perfect position in his picture. He's looking super Chad looking. It looks almost like a shot like if Tom Cruise wasn't so cringy in Top Gun, that's what it would look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so that's really epic. It's really cool to see. And then also Elon has finally updated his bio to something, right? You take a look at that.
I think I missed that. No.
Yeah. So if you take a look at his bio, it says meme necromancy.
Oh,
you wait. Meme necromancy while you wait, which is it's pretty cool. It's kind of wild. So for those of you who don't know, necromancy basically means the practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Interesting, right? So we could draw a parallel. In fact, I'm not really quite sure how else to take it, that Elon is right now communicating with basically a dead market. We know it's a matter of broad terms, not actual, literally dead market, but communicating with a stagnant market, a stagnant Doge, especially in order to revive it to the future through memeology. Honestly, that's kind of how I interpret it. Meme necromancy while you wait. To me, if I had to put a meaning to this, I would say meming Doge to life while you wait. I think this is also kind of like a hint to all of us, in a sense, that he's got, again, reaffirming that he's got big designs, big plans. What do you think about this, Nick?
It sounds like a cookbook or something.
Yeah. It does. Meme necromancy while you wait. Meme recipes in 5 minutes or less. Trucking All Day, $5 super chat. Thank you, Trucking All Day. Remember Elon in Clubhouse with Vlad in February, and Vlad, CEO of Robinhood, is heavy with Doge investors. I'm sure Elon has Vlad on speed dial. What do you think, Nick? Do you think Elon's
That was one of my favorite. I don't have Clubhouse, but I listen to it on YouTube. That was one of my favorite Clubhouse chats ever. And here it went something like this. Elon was in, Vlad was in. Vlad joins the call. And, this is when everything popped. It was during the GameStop whole fiasco. And, everybody's looking to Vlad to see why people couldn't sell or buy or whatever. And Vlad hops on the call and he goes, "Hello, everyone. I am Vlad Tenov with..." And Elon just stops him and he goes, "Vlad, we know who you are. Just, can you give us some answers?" And he's like, "Please, Elon, please just let me. I'm Vlad from Robinhood." He's like, "We know who you are." It's like, "Could you just please tell us what's happening?" It was so funny. I loved it.
Oh my gosh.
One of my favorite Clubhouse meetings of all time. Yeah, he probably does have him on speed dial at this point.
Yeah.
I hope those billionaire circles run together because, for all that Robinhood has done, they've got a lot of retail investor money in their hands. I mean, that's like their primary market. They're not selling their products to, multi-millionaires. They're selling them to the average person. And you wonder why their products or their service is such shit.
Yes.
It's because it's made to screw over the normal guy. I can promise you that trading platforms that are geared towards people that are like me, that are playing with like 6 figures or more on a daily basis, they don't screw up.
Yes,
and if
yes.
they do, they hear about it because they're not about to lose that kind of money.
No way, Jose. Upshot bringing it again with $4.99. The bull run is quote unquote up honest. Thank you. Thank you, Upshot. Upshot has now reimbursed me $20 from my $400 Upcoin loss. So thank you, Upshot, bringing it back. $4.99 at a time. And It's All Risky in the chat. Welcome, my friend. It's All Risky saying Elon is savage. Big agree. It's All Risky. Welcome to the show, my friend. Benny Henny, $5 super chat. I think the meme means Doge future so bright, I gotta wear shades. Yes. I essentially think that as well. I really do. In fact, how about this for coincidence? So It's All Risky says in the chat, Elon is savage. Benny Henny right after him comes with a $5 super chat talking about Doge future so bright, I gotta wear shades. I literally posted like a video meme of It's All Risky's profile, current avatar profile picture that you see in the chat, synced up to that song, Future So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades. That was a song in the 80s. And so how coincidental is that? You know what I mean? It's just like, pow. Like, that is just blowing my mind right now. Is that the real Upshot? I thought he died. No, Upshot is safe. He's alive, and I don't know if you'd use the word well, but he is alive and he is safe. And I saw the few comments earlier. People are still talking about his most recent video, probably his last video, kind of his goodbye video, asking for thoughts.
Asked me about that, by the way, Steven. I wanted to
go ahead. Go ahead.
I told him I would. I'm going to forget. On Twitter, freakyshoes.com. He just asked me, what are my thoughts on the whole situation currently? I think people are still kind of like processing the whole thing.
Sure.
And, I as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I was still kind of torn up about it last night. I didn't get much sleep last night. I had a really kind of a crappy night's sleep. It's still like it's still kind of affecting me a little bit. And I didn't lose any money. I just lost a friend.
Yeah.
And the whole video that he put out where he looks like an ISIS hostage, and the whole thing is just so. It's still like unbelievable.
Surreal.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very surreal. I'm John 313. That's the guy who asked me. He's in the chat right now. So this is my opinion, guys. This is just the way I look at it. What's done has been done. It cannot be undone. You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. As a community, today proved that if anything, we can come together and rally around positivity. Mm-hmm. I think that's the best thing for everybody to do. I feel for those people who lost tons of money. Part of that, I was in a chat with our friend Lucas Bean earlier, the Lean Bean Lucas Bean machine. And I was telling him at some point there comes a dollar amount where like I can't feel bad. Like I know somebody messaged you and they said they put in like $80,000 or something like that. There's an amount of money at some point. I almost feel bad, worse for guys like you, Steven, who lost like $300 or $400 or $500, because for you, it's not killing you, but it might, you might not be able to get groceries this week or something like that. Somebody who put in $50 or $60 or $70,000, I don't know what you were thinking. Like,
right?
That you've got a gambling problem. Like, I can't help you with that. But for the average person, I think there was like 1,700 holders total. For the average person, those are the people I feel bad for. And but I look at it like this. If today taught us anything, it's that after these gloomy terrible events happen that just so happen to coincide within the community, we have these amazing events like what happened today, and we still have so much to look forward to that I know for a fact, because I've been in the Doge community for going on 8 years now, that we can rally together and come together under a banner of positivity. And it's going to be all right, baby. I'm telling you, it's going to be just fine.
Yeah. I like what you have to say there. Hey, Beto, good to hear from you. Beto, $2 super chat. Upcoin had to fail for Doge to trend back up.
Way to look at it.
Yeah, that is a way to look at it. That is a way to look at it. And, it's one of those things where, honestly, when the night that happened, Nick, what are we up? Well, 4 nights ago now? 3 or 4 nights?
Yeah.
4 nights ago. I think it's 4 nights ago. I know. But I literally did not sleep for 24 hours. And it's because I was so rattled by that. Not because, truth be told, because of my current health situation, I am on limited finances, so that $400 actually did hit me more significantly than it normally would. But that's not the reason why. I didn't sleep in 24 hours because I was so rattled by the reality of what happened versus the person that I perceived him to be, and the person that he represented to me in my life, and obviously more significantly in this space as a Doge-centric content creator. It took me a full 48 hours to start feeling some pep in my step again, and to kind of begin to grapple with it. But I have, and I am moving forward, and I am feeling very optimistic about the future, despite what's transpired. And I never doubted that we wouldn't recover from what happened. I never doubted that. Don't get it twisted. But it really did rattle me because I consider myself a very excellent judge of character, and usually throughout my life, Nick, my inner voice and discernment has always steered me right. It has always steered me right, and to get blindsided like this, I was just caught flat-footed because I didn't see it coming. So much so that I didn't see it coming that I actually tweeted out right after I sunk some money into Upcoin. I said, "Hey, I'm in on Upcoin," and the tweet basically said, "I'm in on Upcoin because I think Upshot is just a really upstanding guy with a lot of honesty and integrity." I'm paraphrasing, but that was the reasoning why I got behind Upcoin. And so for that to happen was a real slap in the face to me, honestly, that he knew that I tweeted that out. He commented on it, and he thanked me for my support. And so for him to do that, knowing that I put my name out there supporting his coin just a couple days later, was very short-sighted and very selfish. And in my opinion, don't be wrong, I still empathize with him. I still empathize with the pressures that he was under and the things that he was going through. But, that's no excuse to screw over as many people as he did. And it's not just a monetary screw over that he did to a lot of us. It was our friendships and all the trust that people had in him that got screwed over too, which is most of the time more significant than the monetary losses,
Yeah, 100%.
Trucking All Day, $5 super chat. I think it also affects all of us more because we hear of rug pulls. Upshot put a face that will last forever. When we see another rug pull, where's TMZ? Thank you, Trucking All Day. It's one of these things where I do think that there is a possibility that that whole story could eventually transpire into like a movie, or like at least like a Netflix movie or something like that. Yeah, it could be, just because it was so unexpected, and I think that's why it's such a alluring, fascinating topic and story for people. Not because it was technically it wasn't a rug pull. Let me be clear about that. But a lot of its behavior and the results and the way it was played out were extremely similar, right? And the results were extremely similar. So let me just clarify there. That being said, I think why people continue to be fascinated by it and why it was such a big story, because rugs happen every day, right? But the reason why this one is so significant is because the man behind this defunct was the most unexpected character to do something like this. That's why this was such a significant story, and will continue to be so, don't you think?
Yeah, you know what? I was just about to say, you're not the only one. Like, I was watching right when I think it was so weird. Crypto Batman went live the next morning, which is odd for him. He normally does night streams, and he was just by himself. And this was before anything came out. And he was like, you know what? I think everything's cool. I think it's all good. And he's like, I'm a pretty good judge of character. I think I can read people pretty well, and I know there's nothing shady going on here or anything like that. And that, and then like he put out a couple statements and everything.
So did Crypto Batman, was he streaming live the night it happened as well?
No, the very next morning.
Oh, so he was still holding out, like, hey, I know Upshot. There's nothing nefarious going on here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then as soon as he started releasing statements and like things started coming out, like that's when Batman went like full blast on Twitter.
I know. It's like
he started making memes and stuff.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because from you to Crypto Batman to myself, we all looked up to this guy, and we all had held him in such high esteem and regard, and so when he did this, it also puts us in a pickle too, so again, just to clarify again, I put out one tweet that would let me look at it because I just want to, I've brought this up a few times before, but I just want to clarify again for people that may have missed it. I'm just what I'm doing right now, I'm scrolling back on my timeline to my one tweet that was in support of Upcoin shortly after I invested in it. And scrolling. I'm seeing the tweet I put out about Doge CUM. Did you realize there's a token called Doge CUM, Nick?
Does not surprise me, Steven. Every day, it's something or something else at this point. And by the way, guys, this is a perfect example of, tokens and the BSC space in general. I talked about it earlier in a space with Lucas. If you look at all of these graphs, right? Like all of the BSC token graphs look the same. It's a huge spike in the beginning, major sell-off, and they're just one after the other, and it's like, guys, like it just keeps on happening. Stick to the good stuff. We all know what the good stuff is. The good stuff is Doge. Like, I've known it for 7 years now. So, it's easy to be led astray, but I hope Doge CUM isn't pulling anybody in, because when that one inevitably goes down, we're not going to be here to help you guys out.
Yeah. It's All Risky says, Steven and Nick have been great covering the upshot debacle. Thank you, Risky. Really appreciate you. So I did find the tweet. I put out this tweet on July 12th, the day after my birthday at about a little bit after, at 4:05 p.m. is when I put this out. I said, oh, your birthday. That's right. Isn't that wild? And
that is so weird.
We didn't even know that about each other until when our birthdays transpired. Because you're like, oh, weird. My birthday is tomorrow. When you found out it was my birthday on the 11th, I was like, how weird is that we
that is so crazy.
we do the show together, and this whole time our birthdays are less than 24 hours apart. That's so what weird. Are the odds of that? Yeah. So I tweeted this out on the 12th, guys. I said, I'm in on Upcoin. Upshot has been a good friend of mine since the start of my content creation. From everything I've witnessed, listen to these words, how poorly this tweet ages. It's tragic and comical. From everything that I've witnessed, his honesty and integrity is top notch. Yeah. I said this on the 12th, and it said, making money and being a good person doesn't have to be mutually exclusive.
Oh my God.
In my opinion, this is a fine example. Oh my God. Could have I stepped in it any bigger, Nick? I mean, this tweet is the most, I'm going to leave it up because I'm getting a huge kick out of it. This is the most poorly aged tweet, I think, that I've ever authored. And so then Upshot commented on it. I can't see the replies anymore because it's from an account that no longer exists. But he commented on it. He's like, thank you, Steven, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and then so my point is for him to do that, Upshot, for you to do me like that, bro, for you to do me like that, and knowing how much I stood up for you and your character, and then a couple days later, you throw me under the fucking bus like that, bro. Fuck you. Seriously, not to use too much explicit language in this show, but you see, Nick, at how hard I came out for that guy and his project solely based off of his character and integrity. And then a couple days later, he pulls the rug out on,
like somebody just said, it aged like fine milk.
It aged like fine milk. Yeah. So, that being said, guys, again, just to clarify, I already have apologized to this. I would like to personally apologize to you guys for getting behind that project, for getting behind Upshot, for tweeting that, for essentially endorsing his project. I apologize for that, and I especially apologize for anyone that may have bought any Upcoin. Consequential.
I bought a t-shirt.
Consequential to my endorsement of it. You bought an oh yeah, you do have an Upshot t-shirt. Dude.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I still have it. I've been like, what should I do with this thing? Because I'm going to feel weird if I go anywhere.
Yeah,
I used to like wear it when I would go on his show. I'd wear it when, if I had to make like a camera appearance on somebody else's show, I'd wear the Upshot t-shirt. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's actually a cool shirt, but maybe frame it. Maybe I'll find your tweet and frame it and put it in there as just like in memoriam.
Here's the thing though about it. You should wear it sometimes, because now anybody who has Upshot t-shirts or Upshot gear, now it has a special irony about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Now it just takes on a whole new fashion statement. Now it's like an ironic fashion statement. So if you still have your Upshot t-shirts, now they're just like ironic fashion statements. So that's actually wearing an Upshot t-shirt right now is actually funnier than it ever has been. Upshot.
You're gonna get your money back, Steven. You're gonna get your money back one way or another.
You guys, I can't tonight. Upshot, $4.99. The whales are about to buy back in. Upcoin by the dip.
You were supposed to DM that to us, bro.
Yeah, I think eventually I'm going to get my money back from. So thank you, Upshot, for your $4.99 super chat.
You're up to you got 370 to go.
Oh my gosh, I am crying tears of laughter and maybe something else. I'm not sure. This is so wild. They have to make a movie about this.
Yeah, I would imagine that at some point Netflix is gonna jump on this one because the story is just too good.
I know.
It's just too good.
No, what'd be really cool is if Upshot released another video tomorrow and it was something like, "Hi everyone, Upshot here. Everything that's transpired over the last week has really rattled a lot of feathers in cages. I'm just here to clear the air, clear the record, and let you know that wasn't me. Most of you don't know that I have an evil, bizarro twin from the netherworld. And he hacked my account, and he made those decisions on my behalf. And that last video that you saw that you thought was of me was not of me. It was from the evil Upshot. Rupshot. Rupshot is my evil twin brother, and he made those videos, not me. But fear not, the real Upshot is back and in business, and we're going to pick up where we left off." That'd be hilarious if he blamed it on an evil twin that wasn't him. Tuco,
I love the bizarro world.
Tuco, $5 super chat for the refund jar. Thank you, Tuco. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. What else we got here? Anthony Grant. Good to hear from you, Anthony Grant. Another $5 super chat. Are these people really in here trying to promote Upcoin? I'm sure that Upshot account is a parody of Upshot. Yeah. It's not real.
Now.
It's all gone. It's not real. Yeah, Rugshot is the evil twin. Oh, Nick, I'm having a hard time. Stop laughing. If this whole thing is, it's like, it's comedy and tragedy all in one, you know?
That's what I'm saying. What else are you gonna just laugh it off? I guess.
Well, it is funny. I mean, it is funny.
Yeah.
It is tragic and it is funny just because it's so like WTF. You know what I mean? It's just so
sure.
WTF. So guys, Doge shades are trending. Hashtag Doge shades are a top trending hashtag right now. Courtesy, obviously, of Elon Musk, with the created by our community's own Sir Doge of the Coin. So meme necromancy while you wait is Elon's Twitter bio right now. And Elon just really fired up on Twitter today. Me sleeping through all of Elon's tweets today and kind of going through it. And, you know, Elon had made it very clear that Lil X is a toddler hodler. And who knows how much Dogecoin Lil X owns? What do you think? Do you think it's a smaller amount, or do you think it could be surprisingly large, Nick?
You know, it's hard to say. I know that they set up a little family mining rig at their residence down in Texas. I don't know, man. It's so hard to say. He could have one of the biggest wallets. Like, we don't know. I'd be interested to find out. It's funny that we know that he, Elon owns Doge personally, and through his son, and it seems like he seems to have a lot of boys. He has all boys, I think. He has I can't remember how many kids he's got, but I think they're all boys. But yeah, they're putting, they put together a little mining rig. I think that's amazing. Whatever the amount is, I think it doesn't really matter. It's just cool that they're in getting involved, not just in the community and tech, and building, like, those kids are going to be like top-notch tech gurus by the time they're like 15, like,
yeah.
So I just think it's incredible. And, we'll see, like we were talking about earlier, with the Tesla earnings call and Monday being the 69th day since that poll was released. I'm really interested to see what type, if we see Tesla accept Doge, which I believe is a distinct, like, it's not even a possibility on my book anymore. It's like it's happening. I think it's the gears have been in motion for some time now. Once we see that come to fruition, I think that the future is going to get a whole lot brighter.
Yeah, I agree, and well stated, my friend. Guys, we got about 57 likes, about 100 of you in the chat or in the watching right now. Let's pump up those thumbs up, if you wouldn't mind. If you haven't smashed that like button, if you could just take a split second to do that, it really helps out the channel a lot. So thank you for that. And Pat Lee coming in with a super chat of $9.99. Thank you, Pat. I remember posting a tweet about being rug pulled by a Doge community member and that it'll hit a lot of people by surprise, but geez, I didn't think it would actually come to fruition. Crazy. Wow. Pat Lee, that is crazy. I have to ask you, who's going to win the Super Bowl next year, my friend? That is wild. Pat, thank you for sharing that with us. Spooky stuff.
My time machine, man.
Yeah. Anthony Grant, $5 super chat. Thank you again, my friend. Upshot Baskins.
I heard that. I was going to say something like that, but I didn't want to interrupt
Oh,
you.
my gosh. Upshot Baskins here. Hail, you cool cats and kittens. Oh, my gosh. Now I'm thinking of just like a hybrid between the two, and it's a jarring experience going off in my mind. So yeah, just to be clear, this is not the first time Elon brought it up, and the reason why I brought up Lil X again is because he just tweeted out earlier today in reply to Lex Friedman. He said, Lil X is holding his Doge like a champ. Literally never said the word sell even once. And he was responding to a meme by Ashley Illusion, who Ashley Illusion has been in this chat before. Oh, it's
really?
Small world.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so Ashley Illusion, I recognize this guy. So Ashley Illusion is a viewer of the show, I believe, has been in this chat very recently, actually. So, man, small world. Let's see. I subscribe to Upshot YouTube channel in case he comes back on YouTube. What do you say? Do you think Upshot may ever make a comeback?
I think that would be a horrible play. But you know what? He said he might come back and make a cat channel, like cute cat videos. We'll see. That's what it is.
I wouldn't 100%. I wouldn't 100% take it off the table. As weird, as crazy as that sound, I wouldn't 100% take it off the table. I would say that with enough time that passes, I think there's a very small chance it could.
Dude, if you would have told me a year ago that I would have become a multi-millionaire because of the decision I made back in 2014 because of dog money, I would have laughed in your face. So at this point, I don't discount anything. I feel like we're probably living in a simulation of some kind. I don't know what's going on anymore. So Upshot coming back with a cute cat channel is like totally within the realm of possibility at this point.
Well, as of right now, it's just today news.
Yeah. Oh, it still is. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't looked in a while.
Like, not even today's news.
Today news.
Guys, you're listening to your man, Real Deal Steven Steele, coming to you live with Dogecoin billionaire Nick Ballz. We're talking about DOGEMENTUM. We're talking about Lil X. We're talking about I think we can safe to say at this point, we can shift the reins and the official title of Doge Father back over to Elon Musk, wouldn't you say?
I pray to God that we can do that. Yes, please.
Yes. So, sorry, Upshot, you've lost your crown of the Doge Father, and now it is back over and secured exclusively onto Elon. So that is the deal.
His Twitter bio back to Doge Father. I think the community would rejoice. Just like take the title back, man. I don't know if Elon realizes what. Like I'm sure he catches a quick glimpse here and there of what's going on in the community, but he probably doesn't know about the whole, or maybe he does know about the whole Upshot thing. Whether he does or not, if he put the title back in his Twitter bio and took back the reins of the Doge Father officially, I think that'd be a high T move.
Yes, high T move. I love it. I was just checking my Twitter before we went live, and I have gotten not one, not two, but 3 references to, and I actually had to Google it the first time someone made this reference because I didn't know who he was. But I've gotten 3 references since I posted my Doge Shades picture that was made by a community member to a Johnny Sins, and
oh God,
yeah, and
you didn't know who that was?
No, and so
I'm familiar with his work.
Now I am. So Johnny Sins, I Googled Johnny Sins and I said, hello. Okay, got it. Better close these tabs. Quick. So yeah, I don't know. I just am more amused by it than anything. I guess I could kind of see it in terms of we're both white with shaved heads, but I don't know what more to make of that, guys. I'm just kind of speechless. Let's see.
Occasionally he grows a beard out. You kind of resemble him a little bit. Oh
my God. Okay.
If you're ever looking, if this doesn't ever work out, you got a second career path.
I did date a girl that was pretty prominent in making adult videos for both. This was kind of back in the day, so this was for Viv.
I was going to say, was this your time in LA?
Yep. And she did some stuff for Vivid and some other things, and she would always ask me to make a video with her, and I thought about it for about 5 minutes, and then second thought, and I said, absolutely not. I'm not going to do this. It's not for me. I'm too much of a private person in that regard. I just couldn't do it. So, and I do not regret that decision. Do not regret that decision. So let's see what's going on. So here we have a lot to be optimistic about. Nick, would you mind just kind of recapping? We were going over it a little bit before we went live. Just what an exciting week we have ahead of us. Could you just give our audience those landmark moments that we have coming up on the very near future here?
So on Monday, guys, Monday is a big day because Monday will officially be 69 days since Elon released the Twitter poll asking everyone if Tesla should accept Dogecoin.
Yes.
Big day. Monday could be a very huge day. Wednesday, we have the B Word conference, which I just signed up for, actually. Both Miles and myself are going to be...
Bisexual?
Bi-curious.
Or bi-curious, that's what he...
Both Miles and I are bi-curious about the B Word.
Oh my God, you better clarify.
Bitcoin.
Okay.
So we're going to be attending the B Word conference online. So I got my reservation for that. That's on Wednesday. So Elon will be speaking with Jack Dorsey and my girl Kathy, and and we'll see what happens on Wednesday. That should be a big day. Now, the following Monday, so not this upcoming Monday, the Monday after that, is the Tesla earnings report. If for those of you guys who remember when Bitcoin first took off back, I don't know if it was February or March when the first big rally happened. It was right after their previous earning, or it was right before their earnings call. They had announced that they were keeping Bitcoin and they were going to accept Bitcoin as payment for their vehicles. This was before they stopped doing that. But I would imagine if they were going to accept Dogecoin for Tesla, that it may happen next week. It would happen probably before their earnings report came out. Because by the time their earnings report comes out on Monday, the cat's out of the bag. Everybody's going to know. It's going to have to be a public filing. So if Tesla owns Dogecoin, we will find out come not this Monday, the following Monday. But I would expect them to release that information prior to that.
Yeah, this is really exciting. Things could get even a lot more exciting pretty quickly than we're even at right now.
Somebody just mentioned Grayscale. Grayscale is unlocking this week. For those of the people who don't know, Grayscale is like a simple way to describe it. It's like a mutual fund for boomers for Bitcoin. I don't know how easy to describe it. So people can buy diversified crypto holdings without actually owning the crypto itself, which why you would want to do that, I have no idea. It's for old people who don't understand the internet or something. Nonetheless, they are opening up the possibility for their investors to either continue to hold or sell off this week. They're because of when Grayscale locked in their last filing, they're at a loss, right? So if whoever owns Grayscale fund, if they were to sell their supposed shares or whatever, they're doing it at a loss. So I think personally that the Grayscale unlock is already factored into the market.
Yeah,
it's part of the downwards movement that we've already seen. I think that price action is pretty much already factored in, and also another thing, if these people decide to unload what they've got, there is now so many people who are ready to chomp that up at a discount. I just don't expect it to be any massive movement one way or the other. But we'll see. Remains to be seen.
Yeah. I want to pull up this article by Forbes that just came out an hour ago. Never said the sell word. Elon Musk, this comes courtesy of Forbes. Elon Musk boosts the price of Dogecoin as Bitcoin and the rest of crypto lose billions. The author sounds a little bitter, and his name is Billy Bambro, and I looked up his picture. His official Forbes picture avatar is him in a Bitcoin like COVID mask. So this explains a lot. Elon Musk, the Dogecoin touting Tesla billionaire, has boosted the price of Dogecoin, tweeting that his son is holding his Doge like a champ. Lil X is holding his Doge like a champ, Musk replied to a meme posted by a Musk and Dogecoin fan account. Literally never said the word sell even once. Musk previously said he had bought his son, whose name is XAEA-12, Dogecoin, so he can be a toddler hodler, and also said he holds Dogecoin himself, though it's not known how much. Earlier this year, Tesla revealed that it had bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, while Musk said his rocket company SpaceX would put a literal Dogecoin on the literal moon. Dogecoin prices began surging this year after traders, frustrated by restrictions placed on meme stocks on January, piled in on Dogecoin. And the likes of Bitcoin and crypto exchanges like Coinbase added support. However, the price of Bitcoin and wider crypto market has fallen sharply over recent months, with the combined market losing 300 billion since mid-June. So, speaking of which, do you think, and Miles G actually commented on one of my tweets alluding to a potential possibility, although I think it's a smaller possibility of a crypto winter. Miles said that was the shortest winter we've ever seen. What do you say? Do you think for the time being, the worst may be behind us?
I think what you meant was the shortest bull run.
I think what he meant is, I think what Miles was referring to was before today, things were looking.
Oh, I see what. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
That we were in winter and now it's about. Okay, yeah. If what we just experienced over the past, I don't know, 40 days was winter, yeah. Something is going on with crypto global warming or something.
Right.
Yeah. I like I said, guys, this is a weird year. Coming off of COVID, coming off of the Chinese moving, most if not all of their farms to other countries. It's just a weird time for crypto because everything's kind of in flux.
Yeah.
We're definitely not in a bear market. We're not. Like, we've been trading, and I love how the editor of that article is like, Elon Musk tweeted about Dogecoin while Bitcoin lost billions. Well, you know what? Like, everything has just been sideways. Like,
yeah.
So it's disingenuous.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. It's so silly because it's like the way the way the article's framed by him. It's like, it sounds just like a little kid pouting. Like, how could Elon tweet about Dogecoin when Bitcoin's losing millions? I'm like, bro, if Bitcoin's so great, it should be able to thrive with or without Elon. That's kind of how I feel about it. And it's so funny because Bitcoin has a lot to attribute to Elon for the amount of attention it's given it in the first place. Not only the amount of attention it's given in the first place, but the sheer amount of capital that Elon is indirectly responsible for pumping into Bitcoin by initially adding it to Tesla in the first place. And now that we do have clear data and numbers to show that the amount of money that was consequential to the Tesla partnership with Bitcoin, far outweighs the amount of money that are estimated to be incurred in Bitcoin losses from him temporarily severing that relationship. We have clear data to show this, right? So Elon is responsible for still, even though that he's temporarily severed his relationship between Tesla and Bitcoin, there's still Bitcoin had still ended up with way more gains than losses out of that deal. So for them to, constantly be hating on Elon about this, it's just, again, is very systemic of the Bitcoin maxi culture, just how spoiled and entitled some of these folks are.
And it's too, Stephen, it's like these people write these articles like they bought at the top. Like, I'm sorry,
right,
bud, but you've been writing about crypto for like 5 years now. They come off as like they just bought Bitcoin at 60,000.
Right.
It's Elon's fault. It's like, no, it's not Elon's fault. It's your fault because you bought at all-time highs. Like, what do you?
Right.
I don't know how to explain to these people. Like, you don't buy at the top. That's when you sell.
Yeah.
It's almost like they write articles with no financial experience whatsoever. It astonishes me that some of these people are given a position at like really large companies. It just baffles me. But yeah, I just
and also just for clarification, you guys, from 1 year ago today, Bitcoin is still up about 251%. Okay, so it's like,
what do you have to complain about?
Yeah, where else are you gonna go? Where your investment is going to go up 251%, but in just
not the stock market.
Not exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Not the stock market. So it's just kind of like, guys, like, That's a good lesson for us. We should never want to be like that in the future. It's a good lesson. It's a good pitfall to avoid, guys. If you find yourself wildly complaining and throwing temper tantrums and blame games on an investment that you made that is up 250% within a year, come on.
Yeah, and come on. By the way, this is like, it's grown exponentially year over year for the past 10 years. So like, yeah, there are large periods where it stagnates for sure. This is crypto.
Mm-hmm.
This is the world we live in, and I think that's what's so great about the Doge community is that it doesn't matter. Like, you'll see the Bitcoin people crying and screaming and kicking when things aren't going their way. And to some extent, there's people within the Doge community who, when the price is down, they're upset. But we make funny memes about it,
right?
And pretty much just generally have a laugh. And that's the whole point about Dogecoin. Like, we pretty much are able to laugh off almost anything, and meme our way out of any troubling situation. So. That's the community you want to be in, not the people who are, writers at Forbes and they're in their 40s and kicking and screaming because they're not, their Bitcoin's not at 100,000 tomorrow.
Yeah. Well stated. Guys, you are listening to your man, Real Deal, Steele, and with Dogecoin millionaire Nick Ballz. We are talking about what's to come in the near future. The DOGEMENTUM that is really been kicking off, and I think is only going to exponentially really explode in coming weeks. I really do just got a vibe. I got a good feeling. Go ahead.
I'm actually going to get heading off.
Yep, no worries.
We're going off for my birthday trip tomorrow. Well, your birthday was on Sunday. Mine was on Monday. But my girlfriend is taking me to a resort tomorrow. So
nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take off and get a good night's sleep. I'll answer one question here. John in the chat says, "Are we still having the dollar party?" Miles and I are gonna try and take care of that. So,
right on.
We need to talk to a couple other people. I'd love to get Matt Wallace in on it too.
Yes.
So Matt Wallace, Miles, myself, would have been upshot. That's not happening. But any other large kind of more, I don't want to say well off, but like wealthy or people in the community, I want to get maybe a group chat or something together where we can plan and figure out. Miles wants to do it in Florida. I think that's a good idea too.
Well, wealthy, that disqualifies me.
Well, you'll be a guest of honor. I'm paying for you, Steven.
Okay, all right.
For you
Okay, cool. So, awesome. Sounds good, Nick.
I'll be flipping the bill for a few people here, but yeah, we'll be having the party.
Okay, done deal. Done deal. If that's the case, done deal. Nick, thank you so much. Thanks for lending your time and your thoughts, my friend.
Thank you so much, Steven. You guys have a great night, and make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Dogecoin millionaire Nick Ballz, ladies and gentlemen. Nick, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yerba Mate coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Yerba Mate. Appreciate that. Love the streams. Steven, just got to know, what is the Steven Steele green drink? What's in it? Well, right now, I am drinking a very potent green drink that I wouldn't recommend to most of you. You would find it very hard to swallow because I am in the middle of a protocol to heal my body from a chronic illness. And so what I have, but you could make a few slight augmentations to it to make it more palatable for you. And those would be easy suggestions. So what I drink on the daily right now, in my green drink, this is a fresh juice that I make from this. The ingredients are cucumber, Granny Smith green apple, kale, cilantro. What else I got in it? Some lemon, fresh ginger root, a little bit of jalapeno pepper, and garlic, guys, and garlic. So if you want to make it more palatable, and so your breath isn't as potent either, you could just take out the garlic, and you could take out the jalapeno pepper. And the reason why, and it's very tasty. It's very tasty without the garlic, or the pepper. The reason why I add the jalapeno pepper and the garlic is because those are natural antifungals, natural antibiotics, and have all those potent properties, natural properties to help me get better. But that is my green drink. That's my powerful green drink that I'm doing every day. Do you put any beef in it? No, Beef Supreme, but I am drinking beef broth on the regular, bone broth, beef broth. So I have that. Yeah, people are like, Rugshot 9. Somebody created a profile called Rugshot. Thank you for your super chat of $4.99. Rugshot with an avatar of Mr. Rogers. Brutal. Christopher James says, have me until the garlic. Listen, I get it. It's not for everyone unless you're dealing with something, really, honestly. But without the garlic, it's very tasty, I gotta say. Without the garlic, it's very tasty. Mint might slap. Good idea. Yes, I agree. Mint would slap. I would agree with that. Guys, garlic's Allison component is top notch. Used to be called Russian penicillin. Highly recommended. I'm a pharmacist. There you go, guys. That's why I take it. RW knows exactly what he's talking about, and that's exactly why I take it. So thank you for that. That's one of the cleansing tonics I've read about in the fitness industry. Yes. Celeste says, make yourself a meaty drink. Yeah. Guys, it's just on to me now. Your man, Steele. If you haven't clicked that like button, smash that like button if you haven't yet. It really does help quite a lot, guys. Helps quite a lot. And also, if you're new here, I would like to welcome you to the show. You are watching Steele Live. Welcome aboard. Please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell. Hit all on the notification bell. We've got what I feel to be the best group, the best supporters in the Doge-centric space on the whole entire internet. So feel free to join us. Join the Crypto Vampire set. And then also, if you haven't become a member, maybe consider becoming a member. Getting ready. Right now, I'm gearing up to release a lot of exclusive member-only material and extras and things like that. So to learn more information about that, just click the link at the top of the chat. Shadosi says, I love garlic. Steven, do you blend all of that? I don't. I literally put it all in a juicer. So, I mean, it's close to blending, but there you have. Upshot coming in again with a super chat of $4.99. Is asking, what's your price prediction for Upcoin by Christmas time? My price prediction for Upcoin by Christmas is -5 cents. That's what it is. How about that for your price prediction for Upcoin? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. I gotta say, Upshot's been coming through pretty solid with the super chats there. Can't complain. This comes courtesy of FX Street, guys. This is a new article that just came through we were on the air, written by Sarah Tran. Dogecoin price prediction. Doge primed for a 20% bounce. Hey! Doge price has suffered a 6-week decline as the bears continued to take control, but Doge seems likely to be ready for recovery, shown by a buy signal from a technical indicator. The governing chart pattern suggests that Doge is primed for a 20% rally. Dogecoin price has been trapped under a strong declining resistance trend line for over a month. Doge appears to be reversing that period now of underperformance and aiming for a rebound of at least 20%. Dogecoin's price suggests the bulls are now taking over. Dogecoin price is down by 57% since June 2nd top and has been stuck in a downward sense. Doge bulls have been attempting to lift prices higher against the overpowering distribution of sellers gearing up for a bounce. On the daily chart, here's the meat of it right here, folks. This is really what I want you to hear. The Dogecoin price appears to be consolidating within a descending parallel channel since June 25th. Now, Doge appears to be prepared for a large breakout above the prevailing chart pattern. Good stuff. Great oldies, guys. So I think it wouldn't surprise me if we were to see Dogecoin come upwards of 22, 23 cents within the week. Wayne Gill, $5 super chat. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that. For a damn beer, mate. He's like, enough of this green juice. Get yourself a beer. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Appreciate your support of the show and the beer money. Welcome. Chris Julian is now a member. All right. Putting that lean, green, mean on the scene, if you know what I mean, on the screen. Chris, welcome to membership. And I think you'll see below in the chat, it also unlocks all the new emoticons for you to use in the chat, and you'll see a nifty little banner by your name, a nifty little crest by your name now. So welcome, Chris. Welcome aboard. Bank of America also announced they are joining the Bitcoin craze by offering BTC futures trading. Good stuff. I did see that. I did read about that RW. I think it's an excellent signal of what's to come, I mean, JP Morgan is even offering Bitcoin and select crypto investments for its higher income clients, which is also a great signal. The Beef Supreme, bringing it in with every single exclusive membership emoticon. I love it. Tuco says the U.S. is also talking about the established stablecoins here soon. I hope the U.S. just adopts an established stablecoin instead of creating their own. Yeah, I think given those two options, Tuco, that would be the preferred one. Yes, and I hope for the same. Slay Blaze talking about those Elon Doge shades. Do we love the Elon Doge shades? How many of you have Elon Doge shades, or not Elon Doge shades, but how many of you have altered your profile pictures to the Doge shades? I got on it. I jumped on. Heck, why not? I'm all in on Doge shades. So one of the community members, Pineapple, was kind enough to make a Doge shades profile picture for me. I don't have those kind of skills to be able to make to have been able to alter my profile picture in that way. So thank you to the community member Pineapple for doing that for me. And one other person in the community I think did one for me too. So thank you as well. I had to pick one. I think I just picked one of them blindly and grabbed one of them. So, but thank you for both of you for making one of those for me. Appreciate it. Is Doge shades hinting at to Doge 1, perhaps? Speaking of Doge 1, just to recap earlier, give you guys a reminder, something big is brewing, something big is coming on this show in relation to Doge 1 late in the twilight hours last night when most people were sleeping. I was having an exclusive one-on-one conversation with long-time significant Doge contributor of the Doge Coin Core team, Ross Nickel. And during that conversation, we ended up talking about the Dogecoin project. Both of us expressing skepticism, both of us expressing concern, wondering what the company that has been spearheading this project was behind. We haven't gotten any updates from it. All of it seemed to be rather ambiguous when we looked into it. Consequently, the day after, today, soon after that podcast transpired, the CEO of the Geometric Energy Corporation, which is the company that is spearheading the Doge 1 operation, has reached out to me and wants to get on a call to discuss and set up a time to be on this show and attend with Ross Nicole to discuss the Doge 1 project. So that is going to happen on this channel, on Steven Steele Live. We will have an exclusive conversation with Samuel Reed, the CEO of the Geometric Energy Corporation, and Ross Nickel, and myself. I will be announcing the date on that very soon, guys, so watch out for that. Very excited about that. Tuco coming in with another $5 super chat. Tuco, thank you, my friend. When you talk to the CEO of GEC, suggest to him to redo their website. It's incredibly vague and hard to read. I think that's a fair bit of constructive criticism there. That was actually something Ross and I were talking about ourselves. It's incredibly vague. It's just incredibly vague. So thank you, Tuco. And I actually, I will ask him. I will suggest that. I like the Doge sunglasses better than the laser eyes. I think it's more in the spirit of Doge. I think it's more, I think it's friendlier and it's cooler. And I think it looks cooler than the laser eyes. So I'm all about it. I'm all about the aviators. Gremlin says Steven Steele is the #1 Doge YouTuber. Thank you, Gremlin. Appreciate that. Or Steele coin, your choice. People have been asking me to make a coin, and by the way, Wayne, I already thanked you for your super chat. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anyone. And I have had very credible, the most credible you can get as far as developers reach out to me and offer their services in the event that I were to create a coin. And rest assured, if I did create it, I would only make it with the top-notch, most credible people, and make sure that the thing was 100% transparent, fair, and ethical. That being said, I have no interest in creating a coin at this time. No interest. My focus is doing what I can to get Dogecoin to $1 and beyond. And as far as cryptocurrency goes, that is my #1 priority. That is my #1 priority right now. So, and especially, I don't feel like this is be the right time for something like that. I'm just not compelled. Yeah, guys, if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to shoot them at me. Just kind of freestyling right now. And so we have, as we went over with Nick earlier, so much to look forward to, so much to be excited about. Tesla earnings reports coming out very soon. Coming up this week also will be the 69th day since Elon Musk announced and asked on a poll if Dogecoin should be included as a payment option for Tesla. As we know, Elon operates a lot on cryptic codes. So could that be the day? Could the 69th day since Elon Musk proposed that epic question and had an over 80% positive response to the question if Dogecoin should be added as a payment option for Tesla? Well over 80% answered yes, they want it. The people want it. So could that day be the day, the 69th day since that poll transpired? We will find out, guys. We will find out. And also, another thing to keep in mind too is as we go forward, it's important to keep in mind that Elon has long-term plans. He has long-term plans for Dogecoin, and he's been reminding us of this. And today is no better example than him reminding us of this, signaling this to us than today. I mean, how much more of an epic day could anyone that's bullish on Doge ask for? Frankly. And so I cannot overstate the significance today that this symbolizes in the Doge community. Just to recap, Elon Musk's profile picture right now is of himself wearing a pair of Doge shades. Okay, folks, wearing a pair of Doge shades. And what's even more incredible about that, in my opinion, is those Doge shades. That picture was created by Sir Doge of the Coin, who was just on this show last week. Sir Doge of the Coin, hailing all the way from Ireland. He's probably out on the town right now, throwing back some beers, throwing back some Guinness, and having a good time. He said he's going to celebrate tonight, so we wish him the best here on the show. Steven Steele, make a poll right now as a comment to his poll. What kind of poll? What kind of poll do you like? What do you want me to ask specifically? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Hampan says Mark Cuban has already said his transactions on Doge have had more volume than Bitcoin. I think Elon wouldn't keep himself on trying that for Tesla also. Yeah, exactly. We already have been shown proof of concept that people are willing to spend their Bitcoin, willing to buy things with Bitcoin, something that I always encourage. The next best thing you can do to holding your Bitcoin is buying things. I mean, your Dogecoin is buying things with your Dogecoin. Don't be afraid to spend your Dogecoin. It really does help. It really does help establish Dogecoin as a long-term digital currency throughout the earth. So it is good to spend the Dogecoin. You can always buy more Dogecoin. So don't be afraid to spend your Dogecoin. Buy things. Support businesses that accept Dogecoin. Buy things with Dogecoin at those businesses. Anytime a new business announces that they're accepting Dogecoin as payment, go onto their social media, give them some encouragement, tell them that you appreciate it and that you appreciate them supporting Dogecoin, and appreciate that you're supporting by proxy the Dogecoin community. Tell other people about that business. Send them on over there to even give them more support, more backing, more encouragement. This is how we win, folks. These are significant things that we can do every day on our end as average citizens and hodlers to really solidify Dogecoin's rightful place as the number one transaction digital currency on Earth. For me to be okay. I'm not going to do a poll asking if Upshot will come back. We already know what that's going to be like. Ready for the Doge can. Benny Hinney is ready for the Doge can. Yes, for those of you who are wondering what the heck is Doge can, well, Axe Body Spray is going to make a new scent called Doge can. It's going to be a new Doge concept, an Axe Body Spray Doge scent. So we'll see what that smells like, but I'm actually ordering some, not that I'll really be using it, just more as just to hold on as a collector's item, and just because I think it's funny. So I'll be purchasing some Axe Body Spray Doge cans. Yes. Yeah, Alan, I do not think that would be a wise investment of my time. Stormer says, I'd vote yes for the memes. I'd vote yes for the memes. Tuco says he's going to get a case of the Doge Axe body spray and leave them unopened. Yes, that's essentially what I'll be doing too. He says you spray it and all the female dogs chase you. Those would be bitches, sir. And that is by definition. Reese says, remember that the Doge devs have their Doge wallet addresses. You can tip them. Yes, I have tipped the Doge devs. I have tipped Billy Marcus. But I think I totally endorse that idea. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of the deodorant stick than the spray, personally, for my personal use. Sheba says Alan. Handpan coming in from Brazil. We're kind of limited on what we can buy, even from the internet, so spending my Doge isn't very productive. Just done it a few times for cool stuff. Gotcha. Upshot keeps coming with the super super chats. Thank you, Upshot, for your $4.99 super chat. Hey guys, Upshot here. I'm gonna come back and focus on Tiger King coin content and Shiba Inu content. Thank you, Upshot. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. You never know. You never know. Sometimes, as the old saying goes, truth can be stranger than fiction. Truth can be stranger than fiction, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Doge shades are still trending, still top trending. Old Spice should have jumped in on the Doge train. Yeah, I'd be down for that. My favorite kind of deodorant is it's like a unisex deodorant. It's by Dove. Not the most masculine deodorant, but I like it because it's cucumber. So it just smells like it's a very just light, clean, crisp, non-perfumey or like overly musky scent. It's just smells like fresh cucumbers. My armpits smell like fresh cucumbers, guys. Okay, Nana's melatonin's kicking in. Thank you, Steven Steele, for a delightful evening. To the moon. Thank you, Mega. Have a good night. What's up, Mama Crypto? Better late than never. Better late than never, Mama Crypto. Good to see you. And why don't we take a look to see what that Doge chart is doing, shall we, folks? Let's bring up that 1 minute candle chart. I see a big green weenie forming up right now. And we'll see where it takes us. But it's looking, big green candle, looking pretty good. Just give me a moment and I'll bring it on up. All right, here we go, guys. Let me just resize this a little bit here. So here we are, just a bit over 19 cents at the moment. Look at the size of this candle, though, guys. Man, let's just kind of zoom in. And take a closer look. Look at the size of this green weenie. That's a big, thick green weenie, guys, and we obviously love to see it. I love it. Another green candle just forming right here. And let's see if we can keep ascending upward into 19.5. And above 20 would be nice, would be awesome. So we're just going to kind of keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye on that. Miles G Investments. Welcome, Miles G. Welcome. I don't know if you just popped in or you just kind of been lurking in the background, but always good to see you, my friend. I'm going to be on a live on Miles's channel pretty soon, sometime within the next week or so. We're just still working out the date on that, so watch out for that. And I'll definitely keep you posted when we solidify a date on it. Stormer says, not going to lie, tired from that live stream yesterday, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we went really late. And the reason why we went really late is because that's the only time we can get Ross, because he is 6 hours ahead in the United Kingdom. He's a morning guy with a busy schedule, so he didn't even come on the show until 2 in the morning last night. And so he and I talked till about 4 in the morning. So yeah, it was an extra late one for sure. But we were happy to do it, and we actually still had a really good crowd here, considering how late we were on. Audio Freak says, entering Elon tweeting hours. He's drinking Doge wine right now. Doge wine? I wonder if anyone's made a Doge wine. It honestly wouldn't surprise me. I feel like there's some small wine company that has probably made a exclusive run of Doge wine, Yeah. Alan Schneider, probably not hear about Robinhood wallets till the, yeah. Ross was a great guest. And if you haven't checked that out, obviously you can just, when this live stream is over, you can always go back and check out the shows and episodes that you missed. So yeah, last night was a great episode. My guests were Lil Lettuce. It was her first time on. And then obviously the main featured guest was Dogecoin contributor Ross Nickel. And that was my second time speaking with him on the show. But the first time was in a Twitter Spaces, so it was nice to have this one actually on the record. Benny Henny says, Steven, you should get all of Upfraud's subs. You know, I don't really look at it that way, but I do know that there has definitely been some inevitable overlap between his audience and my audience. So, yeah, we'll see. Back into the mid-20s around 10 a.m. Possible. Mid-20 seems a bit ambitious, but you never know, folks. You never know. I could see it around 21, 22 maybe. But, you know, possible. You need some Doge glasses in this thumbnail. Audio Freak says, you know what, my friend? I'm going to work on that right now. Let's see what we can do, okay? I agree with you, actually. I think that's a fine suggestion. So let me get down to it, boppers. Let's get down to it, boppers. So, well, you guys are talking amongst yourselves in the chat. I will be working on switching my avatar over on the screen to include the new Doge shades, all right? I am working on it, folks. I am on it. So obviously some retracement there. Keeping us right at about 19.1-ish, all right? Alrighty. And don't mind me, guys. I am just working on changing the avatar here. And look at that, guys. Look at that. Who is that handsome fella with those cool shades? donated to me by a community member. What do you think, guys? What do you say? What do you say? Is it a keeper? Predictable pattern after a spike, though. Reese says yes. D-Man says it's the cure for laser eyes. There it is, guys. There it is. Perfection, Slay Blaze says. Perfection. Just for some perspective, and this comes courtesy of Ethereum World News, okay? And this is an article they had titled, Dogecoin rose by 366% in the second quarter, outperforming the top 5 cryptos. Dogecoin rose by a remarkable 366% in the Q2 of 2021. So just keep in mind, guys, Dogecoin has outperformed the top 5 digital assets within the same time period. So Doge has retraced significantly since the time of its all-time high. However, it still comes in as being one of the top 2 performers of the Q2. And what is the other one? It's been Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic and Doge have been the top performers, right? Despite what the media tells you, despite retracements, despite any discouragement and FUD you've been seeing going around. Dogecoin has risen almost 400% in the Q2, guys. And this comes courtesy of CoinGecko. They said this: in Q2, the market entered into a meme frenzy. Doge led the pack with an impressive 366% gain, while Bitcoin suffered about a 40% loss. Overall, top 5 cryptocurrencies underperformed from the previous quarter, Doge not being one of them, guys. Let's see what's going on. Making sure I'm not missing any super chats here, and I am not. Someone says Ethereum has nothing to do with Doge. Well, not entirely true. We are going to have a Ethereum Doge pairing coming up in the not so distant future. But in terms of Ethereum Classic, no, it does not. Do I think Ethereum Classic will hit triple digits? I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, eventually, I'm much more bullish on Ethereum personally. But, I don't think it's a bad idea to be holding a Classic as well. Steven, when will we be on Ross Nichols' Twitch again? I will be on his channel on August 1st. August 1st is the day for that. That is true about Ethereum Classic Tuco. I wonder if the Ethereum bridge with Doge will apply to Ethereum 2.0. I did ask Ross that last night. You can check it out. Again, a lot of these questions some of you guys are asking me are all things I talked about last night with Ross Nichols. So definitely encourage you guys to check it out. Charles from ADA joined the Ethereum Classic team. Did he really? I didn't know that. Charles Hoskinson. What a character. Always try to get people to talk about things at his farm. Come to my farm. Let's talk about why ADA would be a great investment for you. Just come to my farm. We'll talk about it. Hey, do you like farms? Do you like cryptocurrency? Let's talk about ADA. Do you like cryptocurrency with your farms? Do you like your farms with your cryptocurrency? Come away to my farm. Let's talk about Cardano. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Project Advent will pay for workers in Doge, FYI. Okay, thank you for that. That's cool. Imagine your job paying you in Doge instead of a paycheck. Might put some people in hot water. I don't think your landlord or your electricity or cell phone carriers would appreciate accepting the Doge quite as much as we do. Not yet, anyway. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, that Lex Friedman Vitalik talk. Yep, about a month now, Alan. About a month now. Zero is ready to surge past 20. I don't see why we can't do it even tonight. Even tonight, folks. But guys, I think I'm going to skedaddle for the time being. But listen, do not be discouraged. There is a slight possibility I might be back on for an after hours Insomniac stream. Depends if I can connect with the right co-host to do it. It might be Aussie Samantha. We'll see. But I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in to this special edition of Steven Steele Live's DOGEMENTUM. DOGEMENTUM taking over the world. Guys, we have so much to be enthusiastic about, so much to be encouraged. I want everybody to keep the DOGEMENTUM going strong. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting the community. We need to stick together. We need to stay positive. We need to stay focused on positivity and fun and spreading this out and bringing in new investors and having a great time. That's what it's all about, folks. Can you dig it? Thanks again for tuning in. This is your man, Real Deal, Steven Steele. Until next time, signing off. Over and out.